When setting up WHMCS for the first time, connecting it to your WHM server is usually straightforward. Most of the time, you enter your server host name, username, and password from your hosting provider's welcome email, and in many cases, that works perfectly. But sometimes it doesn't. You might receive an authentication error, or WHMCS simply refuses to connect to your WHM server even though you are certain all the credentials are correct. Fortunately, the fix is simple. Instead of using your account password, we will generate an API token in WHM and use it to authenticate WHMCS. So let's just do that. The first thing we need to do is to log into your WHM account. Once you are logged in, from the left-hand navigation menu, scroll down to Development and select Manage API Tokens. Once the page loads, click Generate Token. Give your API token a descriptive name so you can easily identify it later. If you have additional servers or applications that should be allowed to use this token, you can add their IP addresses under the whitelisted IPs. And if you are unsure, you can leave this blank for now. Next, make sure all the required privileges are enabled. And then click Save. WHM will now generate your API token. This is important. Copy the API token and store it somewhere safe. Once you leave this page, WHM will never display the token again. If you lose it, you would have to generate a new one. The next thing we are going to do is to connect it to WHMCS. Log into your WHMCS admin area. Click the wrench icon in the top right corner and select System Settings. In the search box, type Server and open Servers. Now, click Add New Server. Make sure cPanel is selected as the server model. Next, enter your host name or your server host name, or you can just enter your domain name, followed by your WHM username, and this should be communicated to you via email. Since we are authenticating with an API token, you can leave the password field empty. Now, paste the API token you copied from WHM into the API token field. Once everything has been entered, let's verify the connection. If the connection is successful, WHMCS will retrieve your server information automatically, and you will then be taken to the server configurations page, where most of the required information would already be populated. You can review the settings and make any necessary adjustment if they need be, and click Save Changes. And that is it. Your WHM server is now successfully connected to WHMCS using an API token. WHM can now securely communicate with your WHM server to automatically provision new cPanel accounts, suspend or terminate hosting accounts, and perform other server management tasks without requiring your account password. And this you can enable in settings. If this tutorial was helpful, consider leaving a like and subscribing for more WHM, cPanel, and WHMCS tutorials. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.